I saw this posted over on Twitter. Any Ukrainian HGV lorries, free parking in our yard near Birmingham Airport. We can arrange a flight to Poland. Truck will be secure until your return. Under normal circumstances, that would be considered a fantastic gesture, but this is Armac Group, and frankly, generosity of spirit is pretty typical for the company, but hats off to them regardless. Then, late last night, I received via Instagram a message from our friend and regular viewer over on Instagram, a guy called Mark Whiting, and this is what he had to say. I've finally caught up with this week's shows, and can I just say that the after-show chat concerning the Didcot Fall was an absolutely fascinating couple of hours. Thank you for keeping this awful incident in the public eye and fighting for those who lost their lives. I, like you, pray that the authorities involved will do the honourable thing and allow these families to put this to rest. Well, I can only echo that. I have to admit, I was a little bit concerned that a 2-hour show might put people off, but I've been blown away by the response to a very long, very serious and very sombre show. Now, as if that weren't enough goodness for Monday morning, it was my birthday on Saturday, as many people were aware, and I was lucky enough to receive a package from our youngest viewer, Henry. That package contained this JCB hat, a JCB wallet, JCB gloves, and a heap of other JCB goodies as well, together with a card from Henry himself. Henry, if you're watching, these were my very, very best presents, so thank you very much. Now, hurry up and get bigger so we can get you on the show. I'm sure you'll do a better job of it than me. Now, while we're all bathing in the milk of human kindness, let me roll the question of the day, roll the intro, and get this show on the road. Welcome to the Breakfast Show. I'm your host, Mark Anthony. It's Monday, the 28th of February, and as that remarkably persistent guy just said, welcome to the Breakfast Show. I am your host, Mark Anthony. In today's show, we have yet another big bang from down under. Compaction is made simple by Bomag's battery power. Fireward simplifies fire suppression, and we get up close with a military-grade excavator. But first, let's see who among the rich and the shameless will be celebrating a birthday on this day of days. Happy birthday! And its many happy returns to American gangster and the man who made Las Vegas the gambling capital of the world, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel, and to steptoe and son actor Harry H. Corbett. To architect Frank Gehry, motor racing star Mario Andretti, and to former Rolling Stone Brian Jones. Happy birthday also to actor John Turturro, TV chef Ainsley Harriott, and to Level 42 drummer Phil Gould. But far more importantly, happy birthday to the Clonus Cyclone himself, boxer Mr. Barry McGuigan. Many happy returns to them, one and all. And we start the week with a big bang from down under. You might recall that we brought you footage of a controlled explosive event at the Wallerawang Power Station back in November last year, during which a pair of chimneys were failed. Well, now it's the turn of the Unit 7 boiler house. Let's take a look. Wallerawang Power Station was a 1 gigawatt thermal plant located near Lithgow in the central tablelands region of New South Wales. Electricity generation commenced in May 1957, and it's estimated that the plant spewed into the atmosphere 6.5 million tonnes of CO2 each year. We should be glad to see the back of that one. We've just been talking about the end of one source of electricity. We're now about to talk about the source of another, which is just arriving. The march of electrification shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. One of the areas that were quick to adopt electric-powered machines is the field of compaction, and with good reason. Just look how easy it is to pound the ground when electricity is your fuel of choice. I just hope that site workers are better at remembering to charge their compaction equipment than I am remembering to charge my iPhone, my iPad, my AirPods, my Apple Watch, my drone, my camera, my GoPro. Yeah, you get the idea. Regular viewers to this show will know that our friend John Paul Fitzmaurice regularly drops into the chat here on the Breakfast Show. John works for a company called Fireward, which installs fire suppression systems on demolition and construction equipment. Having seen the aftermath of an excavator fire up close myself, I fully appreciate the desire to protect such a prized asset from a blaze. As it turns out, that protection is relatively easy to install. if you'll pardon the pun, that was blazing fast.
The Miller GT series heralds a new era of unrivaled power and cutting-edge intelligent coupler technology, increasing job site safety, machine versatility, and productivity. It's the added versatility that you need at the value you can afford. To find out more, visit millergroundbreaking.com.
Our TV screens are currently filled with shocking and distressing images from Ukraine as Russia flexes its military muscles. While I prefer the show to be a bit of a light relief and a haven from all of that, the video I'm about to play you does seem both timely and extremely interesting as well. It features a rapid deployment truck-mounted excavator designed specifically for military applications. Take a look at this. In the nicest possible way, I sincerely hope those machines are never required and that their utilisation levels is basically zero.
Axoft and Svantec are your high-end partners for noise, vibration, dust and air quality systems, sensors and software. To find out more, visit axoft.co.uk or call 01234 639 550.
If you're a demolition contractor with ready access to Leatherhead in Surrey, then this one's for you. $25 million of your finest English quids have been set aside for 214 new homes on the site of the former British Food Manufacturing Research Association building in Randalls Way in Leatherhead. Watkin Jones Construction is among the main contractors tendering for the new build portion of the works, but at the time of broadcast, a suitable demolition contractor has yet to be appointed. Now, a slice of 25 million quids is not to be sniffed at, but there's an additional incentive, depending how you look at it. Assuming my house move hasn't gone through by then, the successful demolition contractor will be working about 1.5 miles from my front door. Who wouldn't want to work beside a demolition journalist armed with a camera and a drone, right? You can find out more about this project lead and countless more just like it over at buildersconference.co.uk. Alternatively, if you'd like to know how to get leads like this directed in straight into your inbox, then please call Nigel O'Sullivan on the telephone number that is displaying at the foot of the screen.
Sorry to interrupt the guy with the funny glasses, but if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button as it helps our channel. Or, better still, share this video with a friend or a colleague. Thank you. Right, back to Beardy.
Now, we were just talking about the Builders Conference, and I want to give you a heads up on a few things, including the Builders Conference. On tomorrow's show, I'll be joined by none other than Builders Conference CEO Neil Edwards as we look back over the construction contract awards recorded in the month of February. I checked the BC Live League table just before I came on here this morning, and it's currently sat at literally a fraction under the £6 billion mark. In fact, it's so close it could top the £6 billion mark between now and the close of business tonight. That is way above the seasonal norm, particularly given that February is actually a very short month. So I expect Neil Edwards to be in a very upbeat mood when he joins us on the show tomorrow. In addition to all of that, can I urge you to read my new column, which is called 6 is the New 4. And if I press the right button, you should be seeing a link to that in the chat right about now. The story is basically about how the protracted investigation into the Didcot disaster has set a new and awful precedent for the length of time taken to investigate an industrial accident. You can check it out using the link that I've just posted in the chat. And finally, just a bit more advanced warning. I am planning a new video and audio show with the working title Beyond the Reporter's Notebook. I've spent more than 30 years traveling the world and reporting on construction and demolition and construction equipment. As I'm sure you can imagine, there have been a few scrapes and capers along the way that never made it into any magazine, and certainly not onto this show either. So I'm planning to put all of those together into a new show series. Just one thing to be aware of, I think. The general public, most of you, will only get to see, or only get to hear, actually, the audio version. Only our patrons over at patreon.com/demolition news will see the video version. I'm not sure if that's an incentive or not, but hopefully it will be. Patreon, patreon.com/demolition news to sign up, get that video series exclusively, and get the other goodies that we offer our patrons as well. That should just about do us for today. I'm going to roll the outro in just a second before leaping gazelle-like over into the chat to see what you're all saying today. If you can't stick around, please stay safe, look after yourself, your family, your friends, and your colleagues, and thanks for watching. But if you do have the time and the inclination, I'll see you on the other side of this.